I think even if you don't believe in God, like people like Joe Rogan, like Joe Rogan doesn't fully believe in God.
I think he's getting there.
Yo, I've been praying for it. I really have. I always pray for him because I think like, I love people with his heart. He's never disrespectful about it. He's just curious and he asks questions. I think that's a heart God could work with. I think if he was being blasphemous, I think that could be like a hardening of the heart. But watching him have somebody like Wes on and like all these people and having good conversations, like even if he doesn't believe in God, just him having these conversations sparks things in people's hearts. So I always pray for him and pray for his protection because like, honestly, Joe Rogan was a huge inspiration for me to even leave Impulsive. I saw a clip of him getting on stage and yelling at a comedian for stealing jokes. And dude, you can't do that. Like it would have tarnished his career, but he rather stand on who he was and his truth. And God blessed him for being a good man and standing up for the truth of things. And so like, I would love to see him at least inherit God's peace. Do you get what I'm saying? Because you could have billions of dollars, but if you don't have God's peace, it could be daunting. You can't take it
with you, ultimately.
What do you think will do it for him? Do you think that, I think sometimes, I don't know, sometimes when things go so smoothly, for a while, and I don't know his life whatsoever, but he captures information right from all sorts of people. So he gains a lot of wisdom. And so maybe he's just not realizing that source of wisdom is God quite yet. You know what I mean? I wonder if something pivotal will have to happen in his life.
That's a good question.
I think it would be people praying for him.
Yeah.
I pray, like, it's so funny to say this. A lot of my friends got baptized and it wasn't really for me preaching to them. It was two things that I found very important. Behaving like Christ so they don't see the hypocrisy out of you because they can't believe something that you don't believe in if you're not going to act like it. And then second is don't speak to them about it, speak to God about it. Like really talk, like if he is your father and that is your friend, how much do you hate that man for you not to talk to him about God?
Yeah, absolutely.
But I don't want to push him away, so I behave in a way that represents God. And then when I'm in my closet alone, I beg God to reveal himself to him. Even though he's not asking for it, I go in behalf of him. And I said, please, like, go to him. Like, I know he's not asking you, but like, I'm asking you as your son, you need to go to him. And I've seen that this turns hearts. Like, my best friend got baptized the same day that I got baptized. And watching him go into the water changed my life because I was like, dude, this guy's getting baptized. I never thought it would ever be possible, but it was only a few months or like a few years of me just consistently petitioning that to God and saying, God, you need to go after this guy's heart. You need to go after his heart. So if Joe Rogan would ever turn over to Christ is because people love him and they're praying that he just sees him. And honestly, I always see people getting on the podcast and showing him facts. I just wish somebody would pray with him there.
Yeah. Speak to his heart more.
Just submit. And I think he would do it. I mean, Bobby Lee was on this podcast and he even prayed. A lot of people thought it was a joke, but I saw it and I feel like he really prayed and God willing, that turns his heart. But I think that we forget that God is forever the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow. And we need to actively pray and petition these hearts in front of God.